Hey there, Deborah Donaldson here, and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be discussing 5 ways to engage your audience. If you are new to my channel, Success with Deborah D, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be notified whenever I upload a new video. I cover softwares and tools of different affiliate products, and I also do some videos on mindset tips to help you grow your business online. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about 5 ways to engage your audience. And I got this information from the Marketers Club with Legendary Marketer. Matt Hetzel, who is an expert at marketing, does live weekly trainings every Monday with the Marketers Club. And I am always learning some new information with that webinar, and I wanted to share what I learned today. And because it's a really important topic on engaging your audience. A lot of people want to know, well, how do I get conversions? That's one of the biggest questions I hear out there. So I wanted to go through this information. In the description below, I'm going to be putting a link to some training with Legendary Marketer, and through that training, you can sign up for the Marketers Club. And so, like I said, just check out the link in the description below. It'll be the first link, and you can get started with your training. So, 5 ways to engage your audience. Like I said earlier, one of the most common things that I hear from other marketers when I'm online is, how do I get conversions? When someone who's an influencer puts a survey out there, what topics do you want me to cover? There's always how to get conversions, how to get conversions. That seems to be the biggest thing. So you're going to be able to get conversions once you're able to engage your audience. If your audience is not engaged, they're not going to buy what you're selling no matter what it is. So I'm going to start with the basics today on just the basic funnel flow. So you have your squeeze page, which can also be called an opt-in, landing page. So it's got a number of different names, but they all pretty much mean the same thing. Basically, there's typically some sort of product that you're either giving away, or it's a super low price, and you're giving that away in exchange for someone's name and email. And from that page, once they enter their name and email, they're going to go to another page, which is called the bridge page. And this is where you introduce yourself so that the people who opt in, which is what they did when they gave you their name and email, so that they can get to know you as a person, because people purchase from others that they know, like, and trust. So it's really important that you introduce yourself and you introduce the other trainers. It doesn't have to be a super long video. It can be like a minute or something. But typically you're going to go to a bridge page where there's just a quick introduction to the offer and an introduction to the instructor if it's not you. From the story page or the bridge page, you're going to go to the sales page. And this is where the actual initial offer is made. A lot of times this first offer is also a little lower price to get people in the door, getting used to your training, making sure you're a good match. So this is where you're hearing what all is included with the product. You're hearing about bonuses, any special offers, that kind of stuff. So that's all on the sales page. From the sales page, you go to the order page. So if you like what you heard on the sales page and the bridge page, and you've decided, yes, this is a good match for me, I want this product, you're going to go to the order page. And this is where you're going to check out. This is where you enter your credit card information and PayPal information, whatever, in order to purchase the product. And then after that, a lot of people will put what's called a bump order or a couple of one-time offers, also called an OTO. And the bump offer is another offer that's made kind of before you hit the submit button for your order. It's just like, hey, you like this product for this minimal price, you can add this on before you check out. And so since people already have their credit card out, a lot of times this is another way that you can increase the amount of your order. So a lot of people will do a bump order. Now, after the bump order, they might be an upsell page or a one-time offer. So they'll go to another page which says, hey, you really like this first offer. You can join the master class or get additional training for this additional amount. So then from the order page, you can either go to upsells or downsells, where it goes to a lesser offer. And some funnels are really built out with a lot of upsells and downsells and all this kind of stuff, and they're all rather complicated. But the easiest thing is, if you're just starting out, is to have an order page and an order bump. And then when they do that, then they go to your thank you page, which says, hey, thank you for your order. In order to access your information or your materials, click here or set up your account here. And that's a really straightforward funnel. In ClickFunnels, it's fairly easy to set up. So this is your basic funnel flow. Now, after someone goes through your funnel, you want to make sure that you have excellent content in whatever it is that you're selling, because people are excited when they first make their purchase and they're really happy to get started. It's like, woohoo, I'm going to get going on my project. And then if the material in your class or the book or whatever it is that you're selling is not very good quality, then your customer is going to be like, this isn't what I expected. I thought I was going to be getting this, and now I'm only getting this. And when they're not getting the value that they expected or the topic that they expected, this leads to frustration and anger. And once they get to that point, they're not going to be buying from you. So it's really important that you focus on getting people what it is that they purchased and providing excellent value so that you can focus on keeping them in that happy phase where they want to keep working with you and they like what you're doing, because people purchase from others that they know, like, and trust. So as long as they're in that happy phase, everything is good. When people are not converting, it's usually because they're in the not happy phase, which means that this product isn't what I expected. This person's bugging me with all this stuff. They're usually in an anger, frustration phase. And once they're in that phase, it's really hard to turn someone into a buying customer. So just keep that in mind. In order for your funnel to work, you need to get people to your funnel in order to make sales and get customers. And this is called feeding the funnel. And there's paid methods and there's free methods. The paid methods would be things like Google Ads or social media ads, paying for flyers or something that you pay for. This is usually much faster, but it can be very expensive, especially for people who are just starting out. They don't have the cash, or they can't afford to do the learning curve on a lot of the ad networks, because there is a lot of testing. If you're using Google Ads or Facebook, there's a lot of testing involved. It's very easy to burn through a lot of money quickly as you're testing out your offers and trying to find out what works. So I think new people typically try and go for the free methods, which are very effective, but it can be a little bit slower. And just because it's free doesn't mean that there's no work involved. If it's free, you really have to be consistent with your posting and creating content and all that kind of stuff. So free methods would be things like blogs, posting in Facebook groups, doing YouTube videos. Medium is another site where you can post articles, forums, things like that are all free. And I would say that if you are going to choose those methods, make sure that you are not just spamming your link out all over the place, because that's going to get you banned faster than you can turn around. So make sure that you are providing good value, like I've said before, and really giving people good information. And yes, like with YouTube, you can put your link down at the bottom, but you don't want to be just putting it all over the place. And the same with Facebook. When you first make a Facebook friend, you don't want to be just sending your link without building a relationship first. It's really important for people to feel like they have gotten to know you and that you're interested in them, because it is, as a customer, it is all about them. So you want to make sure that you take time to build these relationships. And you may not make a sale like right off the bat, but as you get to build your relationship, your relationships will be much stronger, and you're going to make more and larger sales down the road. So just keep that in mind. Don't be one of the spammy people. Make sure that you are really getting to know people and helping others out in building their other businesses. So just keep that in mind. Okay, so there's 5 different ways to re-engage your audience. And the first way is to email your list daily. Now, a lot of people say, oh, email is dead, it doesn't work, and all that kind of stuff. Well, truth be told, it does work, but you really need to have good copy on your emails and not just spamming out link after link after link. And again, I'm going to keep harping on this. You've got to be providing good value with your emails. So you might have a couple of emails that don't have any links in them just because you're doing training to your audience on the topic that they opted into. So it is important to email your list, because if you're not emailing them, they forget who you are and why they contacted you and what list they're on, and then they're just going to drop off because they're not engaged. So you really want to keep in touch so that when there is a launch that you really think is a good match for them, or you have a product that you think is going to really help them out, you've already developed that relationship so that you can stay in good contact with your list. So these people, they were interested in whatever it was you were promoting because they entered their email to even get on your list in the first place. So make sure your emails stand out. Sometimes using a picture with graphics can really make a difference. It's eye-catching. It stops people from scrolling, like on a Facebook post or something, if you can do a good image with graphics. Sometimes putting images in your emails can really slow down how long it takes for the emails to load. So, the picture should be kind of smaller in size and things like that. So, also, your emails should be very easy to read. Use sections, have good spacing, larger letters. If it takes too much work to read your emails, everything's all in one big paragraph with little teeny letters, people are just they're not going to put the time in to read it. So make sure it's just easy to kind of scroll through, because so many people are using their cell phones. You want it to look good on a cell phone where they can just kind of scroll through and read your email easily without having to squint and try and figure out what it is that you say. One of the other things you can do on your emails, which is very effective, is to add a PS at the bottom, or a call to action saying, hey, you like this? Here's the place where you need to go to get this information. Sometimes people will just scroll down to the bottom of an email and just look at the PS. So make sure that there's one call to action in the email itself and then one in the PS. Also, with your email signature, you can have your links to your social media accounts so people can connect with you and kind of find out more about you and what it is that you represent. And always add a disclaimer or disclosure at the bottom of your email that this email includes affiliate links. And that doesn't mean that the person's going to be paying more money. It's just that because you connected this person with the product, you're paid, you're compensated in a small way if they go through and take action. So it's very important to have the disclosure at the bottom. And also, people need a way to unsubscribe at the bottom of your email as well. So that is required. Make sure you've got those things. Most of the autoresponders out there, that's kind of included as their email template. So it's already on your emails as they go out. So in order to be compliant, you really need to make sure you have that stuff on there. And even if you're doing YouTube videos, you still need to have things like disclosures that, hey, I'm an affiliate. And if you're talking about financial things, you really want to make sure you have a financial disclaimer saying, hey, my results are maybe unusual and not everyone can achieve the same level of success, so that you're not giving people a false idea of what they're going to be able to do with your product. So most of these affiliate products, it takes work to get them going. It's I think a lot of people get burned because they think pie in the sky, I'm just going to sign up for this product and I'm not going to have to do any work and I'll just put my link out there and people are going to buy and all this money is going to come flying in, which is a great fantasy. But in my experience, every affiliate offer takes work to get it set up. It takes work to promote it. If you are, new to affiliate marketing, you've got to learn how to promote, do ads, all that kind of stuff. And I think the people that have quick success already have marketing experience, that they're able to take this information and implement it quickly and easily and get up and running. For the people that are new, like I was a number of years ago, there is a pretty big learning curve. And I think you need to expect that you're going to be putting in some long hours learning how to do this. And is it worth it? Well, that's a decision that you make about your business, but it can be an awesome business to do from your home to really supplement your income or replace your income, things like that. So, okay, so back to the topic at hand. Make sure you add that disclosure and disclaimer at the bottom of your emails. So thing number 2 is to post on social media at least 3 times a day. I know, and then don't do all of the different medium. So pick 2 or just pick one and really get it under control before adding in another one, because a lot of people get too spread out saying, okay, I'm going to do Instagram and Facebook and YouTube and LinkedIn and TikTok and Snapchat and all these other ones that, when you're so scattered, you're not able to grow any one method and you end out not succeeding. So my recommendation is actually to just start with one social media method. So if you're going to pick Facebook, do Facebook and post 3 times a day. And you're going to post pictures or video on your feed. You're going to do your story. You're going to add filters and music and things that are going to catch attention and kind of have people stop their scroll that they're doing on their cell phone. So it's important that you post more than once a day because your message is not shown to everybody that you know all at once. Facebook kind of has their algorithm where they'll show it to a few, and if there's good engagement, then it'll show it to a few more. So you want to make sure that you're posting a number of different times, so so that different people see your offer. And you'll also want to create 1 or more pieces of content daily. Some people say just make sure you put out 1 piece of content every single day. Do that for a year, and your business will be exponentially better at the end of a year than it would be if you didn't do something once a day. So start with 1 piece of content a day, whether it's YouTube or you're blogging or you're doing something on Facebook, where you can try and get at least 1 click or message out to people. Matt says that, or in his webinar, he said that you get rich on the internet 1 click lead message at a time. So you want to work on something that you can do consistently, day after day, to get people into your funnel or as a lead, as a customer, things like that. So when people first opt in, you really want to make sure that you reach out to them personally, thank them for their interest, let them know you're a real person. There's a lot of fake profiles out there on Facebook. So you really want to make sure that, you're taking the time to be interested in the people that clicked on your offer. Sometimes people will do like a Zoom call. This is number 5. Zoom call or host a meeting or a webinar where you can provide some training or give some value in terms of, whatever product it was that they bought, so that people are, leaving their contact with you with a really good feeling like, hey, this person really went out of their way to help me, took time to find out about me, took time to help me grow my business. And Zig Ziglar is the person that said that you'll get what you want when you help enough other people get what they want. And this is so true, especially with online marketing. I mean, it's so, you're not having that personal contact, and so it's very easy to feel removed. And these webinars will also help you because as a solopreneur, entrepreneur, a lot of times you're just by yourself in your office all the time and you're not getting that human contact. And it's very easy to get so wrapped up in your own head that you kind of lose sight of why it is that you're doing things. So if you can have more, even though it's online, more face-to-face contact with people, kind of get your personal contact or social group meeting stuff out there, even if it's online, it will help you as an entrepreneur to grow your business. And of course, the final thing is the key to making all this work is that you've got to work. Nothing, it's not just a magical thing. Usually the people that are successful, a lot of times you don't see the years that they've put in prior to their success. You just see that, oh, these people were so successful and it looks so easy. Well, you don't see the 10, 20 years that they struggled before success happens. So make sure you're doing your due diligence, make sure you're doing your work, and be consistent. No matter what platform you're on, these days it seems like they all have an algorithm where consistency seems to be very important, and also quality. You don't want to be consistently putting out 5 crappy pieces of content. You want to, if you're only doing it once a week, but your content is awesome, that's going to be better than doing the 5 times of crappy content. So really focus on what it is that you're providing to people. And as you contact and stay, or as you stay in contact with your list, and stay engaged with them, they'll stay engaged with you. And like I said earlier, as they get to know, like, and trust you, you will be making those sales down the road. It's not going to be like, woohoo, first day I made 10 sales. It's going to be, you're going to be building those relationships as customers see the value that you offer, that you're a real person, that you're concerned about them. Those sales will come down the road. So sometimes this takes 30, 60, 90, 120 days. You just need to stay consistent and keep providing the value that you provide. So I hope you got value from this video. Make sure, like I said, make sure you subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell so you're notified whenever I upload a new video. And get connected with Legendary Marketer. Go through the Business Builder Challenge and sign up for the Marketers Club so that you can start learning these marketing, start going through these marketing trainings. They're every Monday. Matt Hetzel is amazing. And the amount of information and training that you get with Legendary Marketer is awesome. So click the first link in the description below, and I will see you on the other side.